Okay, so we're on a port deck, and I'm just looking at this boat on the horizon over there. It just came from the harbor there, same place as I was. But you'll notice he doesn't have sails up, which implies he has a motor running because he's on a heading that is almost surely, he's on a heading that's almost surely dead into the wind. So he's a motor-driven vessel, I'm a sailing-driven vessel, and that makes me the right-of-way vessel, or they call it the stand-on vessel. So I'm stand-on, I have to hold my course and speed. In fact, I'm required to. I can't just decide to go changing stuff. If we get in a wreck later, and they were checking logs, and in my case, I've got a GPS plot showing what I've done. I need to stay on my course. If there's a risk of collision, the stand-on vessel has to stay on course, and the giveaway vessel has to maneuver. If the stand-on vessel goes and maneuvers and fucks up the whole thing, they're responsible. So you have to know who has the right of way. Now, having said that, I would assume other sailors, so I saw this guy come into the harbor and he looks like a professional. So I would assume that that captain knows the rules of the road as well as I do. But a lot of the small boats, you have to assume they don't know the rules of the road. So in that case, it's almost every man for himself. It looks pretty good. Pretty good for 45 years old. You know, don't look at that pile of mess up there. That mess. Well, welcome to Belize. A few more minutes. Notice I don't have the Genoa all the way out, and that's because I'm single-handed. Honestly, the boat's going 4.5 knots. We're cruising along. I have no complaints with what we're doing. Mud everywhere, but that's fine. This is all going back underwater in 2 hours. We're going to point directly into the wind, and I'm going to go put an anchor down.